This is almost as good as a tip. Almost.
What's going on, guys? So today we're gonna be trying to make $100 in a single day in a 24-hour time span, all while working for Doordash. So basically, we're just gonna be delivering food for the day. Let's get into it.
What's going on, guys? So it's currently 8:45. We're in line at Dutch Bros Coffee, currently waiting on our first order. We got it like instantly. We were scheduled to start at 8:30. However, the app allows you to start a little bit early, which we did, and doing so, like instantly as soon as we started, we got an order. So we're just gonna be waiting in line, delivering that, and we're starting the day off with $13 already, so it's pretty nice. We just picked up the drink. It's right here, and we're about to go drop this off. Getting the rest of this 100 should not be too difficult. Hopefully we should get at least 10 deliveries today. I'm hoping that we can get upwards of 150 bucks a day. That'll only be possible if we're able to work a bunch of different shifts. I'm scheduled from 8:30 to 9, I think 3:30 to 4:30, and then I'm not scheduled until midnight, until 2. I see us getting over $100 today easily. I just hope that we can schedule multiple shifts throughout the day. We have to just kind of pick up shifts throughout the day, and hopefully that people will cancel, and hopefully they'll be busy enough for us to just dash. I'm pretty optimistic about today. I think that will make easily over 100 bucks. I've been doing this for a few weeks now, and I would say they do take away your tips. I guess they don't take them away, but they make a minimum payout, and your tips add into that minimum payout. Honestly, I think it really just depends on your order, but on average, I haven't seen any order underneath $7 since I've started. I have gotten $13 orders. I've gotten nearly $15 orders, and the one we're doing right now is $13 orders, so that's pretty cool. I just got home. I looked at the total, made $14.33 for our very first order. This is something that's pretty cool, I would say. I was just sitting here waiting to see if I can schedule a dash right now, and something popped up for a scheduled dash from 11:30 to 12:30, and this is 11:30 p.m. till 12:30 tomorrow. And I was wondering if I could change mine, because you're allowed to change your schedule, and I looked and I started at 12 midnight and I got off at 2 a.m. And so I tried changing mine from 12 to 11:30, and it actually let me. So that's really cool. I gained a half hour, in theory, of work. And so I'm just going to keep staying on the app. Hopefully I find more shifts that I can pick up and add in, because currently I only have from 2:30 to 3, and then 3:30 to 4:30 until 11:30 tonight. So it's currently 11 o'clock, and fortunately enough, I was able to swipe a few schedules. I was able to snag this schedule from 11 to 1. So now we have, I believe, 11 to 1, 2:30 to 3, then 3:30 to 4:30. Along with that, we have, I think, 5 to 6 or 5 to 6:30. I'm not exactly sure. But there's also 7 to 9, which I was not fast enough, and it was taken right after I picked up the 5 to 6 schedule. That's one of the issues. Schedules, they just come and go like super fast. I did a little bit of digging and looking into it. It seems that schedules appear every half hour. Honestly, I haven't done like the test myself completely. I just so happen to be refreshing the page and I'll see it. So maybe I haven't noticed, but it is every half hour, which I'm sure it is. Usually you have to schedule about a week in advance as far as you can go. So as today's Thursday, I can schedule for I think only up to next Wednesday, not even next Thursday yet. But you have a thing called quick pay, which is basically they'll pay you out instantly, like that day. But the problem is it costs $1.99. So I mean, if you really need the money, you can do it, but you get paid a weekly. So I would recommend waiting if you can. With the quick pay, you get once a day payments for whatever work you did. You don't have to claim them, but it's like there, it's available for the taking. And along with that, you get early access, which means that you had the app for 2 weeks and you've already done 25 deliveries. With that, you get to schedule at 3 p.m. rather than 12 o'clock midnight, which is nice because obviously you get ahead of everyone else who doesn't have that access. One thing that happens pretty often, people tend to cancel their schedule. I myself have done this, I think, twice. And so basically, just because you don't get a schedule at one point doesn't mean it won't show up later. Just keep going through it. You can go through like a whole week at a time, you know. Just whenever you're looking for a schedule, I would go through the whole thing and see what you find. That's usually how I get my schedules. However, I've just come to find out that they do have the drop times, and so apparently it's 3 o'clock your time, wherever you are, whether it's East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, whatever. It's midnight if you haven't been on the app actively doing deliveries. We're about to go do this drop off, or I guess this delivery for Chipotle, and it's gonna be $7 pickup. So that'll make just over $20, and it will probably be about 11:30 by the time I get done. So we'll be about a fifth of the way through, and we have, you know, another 12 hours to go, or 12 and a half hours or so. This is pretty good because usually I get a lot of deliveries later in the day. Also, I am scheduled till 2 a.m. and I will be going up until 2 a.m. When scheduling, there's bad and there's good. The bad part is you can't schedule within 30 minutes from your last schedule. So let's say, for instance, you start at 12, get off at 1. You can't start back up until 1:30. However, the good part is you don't start exactly at 1:30, or you don't have to. At least you can start. I've been able to start sometimes 20 minutes before 1, or before my start time, and at least 10 minutes before my start time. So let's say you get off at 12:30 and you start at 1. You get off at 12:30 and you have the possibility of starting back up at 12:40. Definitely you'll be able to start at 12:50 if that's the half hour difference between your times. So that's good and bad about it, but it is what it is. If you can get started within that grace period before your shift starts, you could possibly get 3 deliveries done. If you get a delivery just before the end, you'll be able to finish that out. I just got a stacked delivery, which doesn't happen all the time. It's not very often, but when it does happen, it's pretty nice because basically I have a $7 delivery and then an $8 delivery stacked on top of it. And for the most part, usually the deliveries and the drop-off locations are very close. I've done this one before, and I've picked up at one place, and the other pickup location was easily walking distance. I didn't even have to like get back in my car and drive, you know, down the road or anything. It was in the same complex, like almost the building next to it. And we just got another one just now, so I'm gonna be doing Chipotle and a noodle company. For that, it's gonna be $7 plus $8, so $15. So that's really nice. Gonna go ahead and get these drop-offs going, and I'll get back to you after that. Okay, so I have the two orders right now, and I have a third order, but still being made. So I think I'm gonna have to drop these off and then come back. But this is Chipotle, and then this is Izzy, and this is for the noodle company. So I'm gonna go ahead and deliver these, and then I'll be back. I'm pretty sure I'm coming back to this noodle company, so yeah, we'll see. But we got 3 deliveries all at once, so I better get going. All right, guys. Just as I suspected, the food wasn't done, so I had to wait a second, but that's where we went, the Noodle and Company. We picked up that and a Coke. We still have the Izzy and the other meal, so gotta go ahead and drop those off real quick, and then we'll be back. We have our 3rd in a row order from this Noodle Company. This place must be delicious or something, because literally my last 3 deliveries have been from here. I had Dutch Bros, coffee, Chipotle, and then 3 of these Noodle Companies. Like, what? It's insane. It's gonna be our 4th drop off, getting close to 12:30. We're looking at probably around $40 or so already. So we just picked up some pizza, and we also have some Burgerville. We got that right here. That's one order, and that's the other. Usually I don't get double orders, but something about today is just, it's going off. So, you know, when they make the call, you got to answer, you know. So I'm out here trying to make that money. We're gonna go ahead and drop this stuff off and see how much we're at. Okay, so I just got done with our last drop off. We did 6, made $50. I'm at this big building. What is that? Steward title. They had candy, so I had to take some. But it's really busy, so I was able to do a dash now until 2 o'clock, and I believe I just now got another delivery, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
A few moments later.
We just did a pickup. It was right across the street, actually. Right there is a vegan restaurant, and we got back and we got one for Red Robin, which is right here. And so I pick up the food, which is right here, and the guy goes, "This is for so and so, and this is for you." And I'm like, "What?" This dude handed me a thing of fries. I was like, "Oh wow." I was like, "Thanks, bro." He goes, "Yeah, you want some sauce?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me get some campfire." So it's gonna be a good drive. This is almost as good as a tip. Almost. It's about 2 p.m. right now, and our first delivery was just over $14. Our second 2.5 hour span, that was about $50. And then this last session, we gained another near $14. So that's 28 plus 50, that's $78. We need about 22 more dollars. It's only 2 o'clock. Like, it's still sunny out, and I'm super pumped. I still got fries. Like, this is perfect. This is going great. I'm scheduled to dash in another 30 minutes from 2:30 until 3:30, I'm pretty sure. Easily, we're getting this done. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot for $150 today, and it would be really insane, but maybe even get 200. All right, it's like 2:20. We're at the beloved McDonald's. This is the bag. It looks very, very unique, and they have like the actual number. I feel like I'm picking up like an Amazon package or something. Like, this stuff is getting legit, you know? They also have a nice little tags, so that way people don't go through the bag, which is actually very smart. Good on you guys, McDonald's. So, about to go drop this off. I just finished another drop off, and there's so much traffic. I just got out and walked. I was just over it. Traffic's literally crazy, so honestly I walked probably like 5 or 6 blocks, and I think I got here faster than I would have otherwise. Like, look at all these cars. It just goes. So basically I walked to the girl's house, dropped off the food, or it was two drinks from Brewed Awakenings actually. I dropped off the drinks, and I just told her, I'm like, "I'm sorry, so much traffic. She's like, oh no, I know, that's why I ordered out. There's no way I'm driving through all this. I don't know why it's so bad. Traffic is absolutely terrible. Look at that. So glad I just got out and walked. But basically we start another half hour. So I'm just walk back to my car and go from there. Alright, so it's 3:20. I'm just not getting back to my car. And we're started another dash. Basically just waiting on a delivery. So as soon as we get one, we'll be ready to go. That last delivery was, I think, I want to say $12, but I also want to say $17. Either way, we're only like 1 or 2 more deliveries away from making $100, and it's only just over 3 o'clock. It's like almost 3:30. So we're easily finishing this so long as we just keep doing what we're doing. Speaking of which, we just got that same Noodles and Company place, so that's 5 times today. All right, so we just picked up some pizza, about to go drop this off. All right, I just dropped off this pizza, and honestly, this place is pretty nice. It's so open out here. Like, we're like by the port of Vancouver, I believe. There's just all these industrial buildings. So we dropped that off, and I can nearly guarantee that we made $100 already, and it's not even 4:30 yet. However, we did get another delivery, so I'm gonna go ahead and go do that. We just dropped off the pizza. It is it's 5 o'clock now. We have a 30-minute break again, and we definitely made over $100. So that was pretty awesome, pretty easy. I think we can make 150 by the end of the night. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. I think we'll be doing good. We have another hour or so. Hopefully only have to take like a 10-minute break and then get back to it. I'm thinking at the moment we're probably around $120. I think easily we can make 150. If we go all the way until 2 a.m. and count that, I think we have a chance of making $200 today, you know, in a 24-hour span. We're just gonna keep getting deliveries, keep trying to drop stuff off. Hopefully we get enough in a certain amount of time. Okay, so I just looked. We have $125 as of 5 o'clock p.m. Nice. However, this is not the end. We still have another hour scheduled, and then we have 11:30 until 2 a.m. scheduled. I think that we can get another $75 and get $200 today. Realistically, I see that happening. That is not far-fetched at all. We're gonna really put our efforts to the test today and go after this $200. We got about $75 to go. It's 5 p.m. so that means we got 7 hours until midnight. So we got about 9 hours left of possible like shift time, because to be honest, I haven't had a single shift go beyond 2 a.m. ever. I will be going to bed probably after 2 a.m. either way. So hopefully between 6 and 11:30 we can pick up a shift. If we can do that, then I really do have high hopes for getting this $200 today. Either way, I have high hopes of getting at least 150. That's another 25 more bucks. That's easy. Man, I'm really excited. Hopefully we do this. Let's get it.
Only way to sign this, get it. Popping out the rave and get it.
All right, what's going on, guys? Quickly, I would like to show you guys a few things that I always take with me when I'm working. Bring food, bring water, bring a charger. Maybe even bring a book or something if you want to read, or I mean, if you have your phone, which obviously you would, you can go on your phone and do, you know, pass the time, whatever. But for me personally, sometimes I'll read, sometimes I'll edit videos, sometimes I'll just be on my phone. So always bring food, bring water, and don't forget a charger. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so it's just after 6. We finished our last dash. It was at Taco Bell. We're just kind of driving around, going back towards my house. I was on the app and I picked up another shift that starts at 6:30 and it goes until 7, so it's only going to be about 30 minutes, but hopefully I can get back in the zone, because doing this delivery, it took me away from where I needed to be. So hopefully by the time I get back in, I'll be able to start early again. Yeah, we're just going to keep going. Hopefully after 7 I can get another dash. All right, so I just dropped off Applebee's, and these guys' house is honestly so nice. That delivery was about $11. It's getting close to 7, so we got like a good maybe 20 minutes. It's about 8:10 right now. We just dropped off Papa John's pizza, and now we're on our way to go get Chick-fil-A. Honestly, it's still pretty early. Like it's still bright out. Usually when it gets dark out, that's how you know it's pretty late, especially here in the summer. I think easily we're gonna hit $200 today, so long as we keep up this current pace, which isn't a stretch or anything. It's pretty average, nothing crazy. First off, we're getting scheduled, and then secondly, we're getting deliveries. It's going pretty often. Like as soon as we drop one off, we're getting another one. So as long as this keeps staying the way it is, we'll be just fine. Basically just kind of taking a break. We just got done with our 9 p.m. shift, and now we're just waiting. We got paid just about $20 for that shift, and I just picked up another shift for 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So I think that we're gonna do great, and we're gonna get over $200. Let's get that money. It's currently like 9:30 right now, and I'm out, and Camus just dropped off some food, but we still got about 30 minutes left. Our shift will be done at 10, and then we have an hour and a half until our last shift, which is 11:30 to 2 a.m. We'll be doing the rest of this from 11:30 to 2 a.m. We already have another pickup location, and so we're gonna go to Jack in the Box, and then we're gonna go ahead and drop that food off. And basically, I'm pretty sure we already hit $200. We're gonna see how much we can get today. It's 1 a.m. right now. I just dropped off some McDonald's along with a few other things beforehand. It was just so dark, I didn't really want to record. We got about an hour left of our shift. However, I went and got some McDonald's myself. I'm gonna go ahead and just eat, and hopefully, I mean, honestly, I'm ready to just go to bed. I'm tired, but if we get another delivery, I think I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go force myself. So, yep. We'll get a total here pretty soon, probably tomorrow, but we'll get a total for us, see how much we made. We made well over $100 though, I'll tell you that. All right, guys, it's 2 a.m. and I am ready for bed. Alright guys, after some much needed rest, we're now calculating how much money we made in that 24-hour span, and you'll see it over here. There's a little calculator that is adding up all the numbers, and those numbers that are being added up right now are actually the amount of money we made from each individual block that we worked, and that'll be a green number. It should be at the top. And so basically we're adding up every single block that we worked throughout this 24-hour span, and we're going to total that amount up and divide it by the amount of hours we worked to get how much we made per hour. So Obviously, we made over $100. That was made pretty clear throughout the video multiple times. And I also believe that we passed $200 easily. The question is, did we get to 250? Did we even make it to 300? And that's what we're figuring out right now. After we're done totaling it, you'll see over here, there'll be a whole list and it'll show basically every single block and how much we've made. And it should come out to the same number that will be at the bottom here once this is done. Okay, so after totaling everything up, we made just about $255. I think it was $254.43 to be precise, and we worked just about 15 hours, so we'll just round up and say 15 hours. So $254.43 plus the $8 cash tip that we got early on doing our deliveries, that makes about $262. So $262 divided by 15 is roughly a little over $17 an hour. So within this 15 hours of work, we made $262 counting that cash tip, which ended up being $17 an hour. And there you have it. How to make $100 in a single day. If you'd like to become a Dasher for DoorDash, I'll leave a referral code right here. Also, I've been working for DoorDash for about 4 months now, and that's my main source of income as of now. Personally, I like using it. I like how lenient the hours are. You get to schedule your own times, and you get to clock in and clock out when you decide that you want to work. So I like the leniency about working for DoorDash. If that sounds like something for you, go ahead and try it out. You don't have to commit to anything longer than a single block period if you do decide to try it out. So yeah, if you want to give it a shot, by all means. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.